funny. I do not see you there. This is hilarious. Oh, you're in. Well, that was a mess on my part.
Well, we were also trying to do it on her laptop instead, so
I realized this morning when I got in, I was like, oh shoot, I did it as an in-house thing. And I'm like, it shouldn't be bad, I'll just send a Zoom. As I'm like,
no.
We're gonna make it. What time is your lunch? We're an hour ahead, right?
We're 2 hours ahead. So just if we finish on time is fine, because there's no set time on it.
Okay.
But yeah. So whenever we should have stopped, we'll stop.
We can go. We could push it. Well, since you're there, Felicia, I'm gonna use your hands.
No. I can't use my hands.
My apologies.
Mother, tell her about all of your medical things.
What's going on?
Okay. The last time that we met, had I already been told that I had blood pressure problems?
You had mentioned it, that they were trying to figure out your meds and everything.
Uh-huh. Well, then, after about 2 weeks, I developed this tingling throughout my whole body.
Ooh.
And so I would wake up and I would have this tingling sensation on my face, arms, the whole thing. And then at the beginning, it would be by maybe late.
Uh-oh. You froze. I don't know if it's me. Apparently I'm having huge problems this morning.
And she couldn't figure out what was wrong, so she ordered a...
Uh-oh. We're freezing. We're freezing.
Supposed to be doing, but it's supposed to be resting at that time. It's not supposed to be beating as fast. And for me right now, it's beating a little faster.
Uh-huh.
So the pulse is high, and then that second reading is high. The first reading is pretty good. I get a little winded doing stuff like in the morning where I wouldn't before.
Uh-huh.
And so the cardiologist is thinking, she said that the tingling could be the result of COVID. So that I think maybe we'll link it into that when I go back to her. She told me to stop taking caffeine.
Uh-huh.
And that has helped. I still get the tingling, but like right now, it's not here. I don't have the tingling. I have it in the morning when I wake up, but I only have it in my face and maybe on my shoulders in the morning. But then when I get up, after I stop taking the caffeine, it goes away a lot earlier.
Uh-huh.
And then the tingling stops. So then she said to do that for about a week. I did it only for about 5 days, and then I started doing caffeine. Not the decaffeinated coffee, but it actually, I got the sensation again.
Yeah.
So now I've started with no caffeine at all, not decaffeinated, nothing. And that seems to help, but I still, in the morning, I still have that sensation.
Yeah.
So maybe the cardiologist still has another, something else that I can do.
Yeah. So you kind of have like the
And I've
tingling
been
is
reading
weird.
up, and it says that
Yeah.
that sometimes COVID does mess up your nervous system.
Yes.
Yeah, and so that there's been cases where people have had this and they can't figure out, and so finally they have come up with this thing that it is causing some kind of nervous to the nervous system.
Yeah. Bummer.
Yeah,
The whole
sure.
thing is bummer.
Yeah, exactly. But as long as, like my son and I were saying, if it's just not taking caffeine, that's fine, you know.
Yeah. To make it subside.
So I've been kind of not really being good in doing my exercises and whatever. When I do the tracking one.
Good.
That one I do, and then the one where I'm on my side and you raise the leg up.
Yeah.
Good. To the front, the middle, and the back. Those are the two that I have been doing when I do something. But it's been raining quite a bit here. It has been raining, and I think that's also with the arthritis. I think that's also causing the discomfort in the knees.
Yeah. So how are the knees? Are they any better overall from before, or have they gone back to the same?
Well, they've gotten back, I think, because I haven't been doing the exercises the way that we have. We were doing it before, and then this weather is just almost like Felicia's been here. The days that she's been here, it rained yesterday. It rained the night, 2 days. Yeah. So it rained like 2 or 3 days out of the week recently.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think maybe that can make that also contributes to the discomfort.
So definitely use your blood circulation tuning fork on your knees when it's raining.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because that'll help just the, when it rains, it gets inflamed, and so that will kind of dissipate that and kind of hopefully help you through the rainy days, when things kind of get inflamed.
And then I can do it a couple of times a day.
Yeah, like you can do it in the morning and at lunch and in the evening, just like 5 to 7 little dings on each knee. And,
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you find that helps your tingling too? The blood circulation fork, does that help your tingling?
I really haven't made a connection to that.
How often have you used your blood circulation?
Well, not as like I told her. I haven't been doing it like I since this started.
Yeah.
So there's no data.
We have no data, correct, Felicia? We have no data.
But before it didn't help.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is that I'm just kind of afraid to do anything because I don't know what the heck is going on.
Yeah.
But she did mow the lawn.
Of course.
But that's walking, like I told her. And I looked it up. It says it's a cardio exercise.
It is.
It does help your upper body because you push.
But then you can't say you're scared to do anything when you go out.
No, but I know how I feel with that. That's not anything new. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The mowing the lawn is like waking up in the morning. You've done it for years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for 100 years already.
Yeah. But the blood circulation will help your knees. You can do it on your knees. And if it helps with the tingling, then, just do a little bit of it and help the tingling. The nervous system can get jumbled up too with the whole thing. So there is a nerve tuning fork, but we won't even go there.
Okay.
But that helps with that type of stuff. Just to mitigate that. But let's go back to your knees, and since you have hands there, we're going to use Felicia to help, especially your left hip. So I don't know if it's me freezing or you freezing. I
one in mid-June and the other one in late June. My primary doctor.
What is it? Because you froze up, so I missed that.
Oh no! I said I have doctor's appointments in June. One in mid-June, one in late June. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. So while I don't know if it's me that's freezing or if you're freezing, but since Felicia's there, we're gonna use her hands for your knees. I'm gonna
No caffeine and the medication that the tingling seems to have gone away a lot.
Did I just phase out on you? Did you see me the whole time? Cause it's okay. Hopefully it's not me, cause my computer, like sometimes I don't hear you. Apparently I'm having problems. Like it freezes, Felicia. It could be me. Apparently, apparently I have a problem this morning. So let's go into the knees. So Felicia, do you have a little tennis ball there?
Do we have a tennis ball?
Or a small little ball?
We have an apple.
You have an apple? Oh,
it's one of the squeezy. It's like a squeeze.
That may work if you put it on the side so the stem isn't facing up. You can put it underneath your mom's left glute.
It's soft though.
How soft is it? Like a toy? Is it a dog toy?
A stress ball.
Oh, well, that'll still be enough because it looks pretty big. So, Margaret, we're going to have you lay down and Felicia's going to put that ball underneath your left tush.
The warming bed.
No. It's the wrong shape.
I thought I had a tennis ball. I thought Eddie had given me a tennis ball.
Probably. I don't see a ball. Right. Left. Where is it?
I have my sister. Oh, we can use this. I was going to squeak.
It's okay. No dogs are here.
No, I know I need a better mother.
Oh, she's funny. She won't use the blood circulation tuning fork, but she's running around the house.
Oh, I think this one's better. This is harder.
Okay. So underneath her left hip, because that's the one that is the most problematic.
What is it?
And then you're going to lift her leg up, like face your mom, and put her left leg on your left shoulder. You know how I do for you guys?
Yeah, and the other leg flat?
Yeah.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. And then bend her knee. And put like more of your body underneath her calf and put your hands on top of her kneecap gently and push down and do little circles there. Because we know part of the knee problem on the left side comes from that hip. Good, and then go the other way. I figured since you're there, we'll do all the stuff that we can't normally do.
And then Julie is okay. She's coming back in a couple of weeks.
I know.
So she can do this.
Isn't that great? And then, Felicia, take the ball out. Put her foot down. And what you're going to do is you're going to face me, the camera, and grab... I need a mannequin. So you will have... I'm going to mirror. You're going to put your right thumb on your mom's fibula bone. You know the bone out here, this pokey one right there? And you're going to put your left thumb on top of her outside ankle bone. And you're going to have her leg up at 90 degrees. And you're going to push the fibula towards the ankle and push the ankle bone down.
Oh, get out the way.
And kind of... Do you feel like it's a little tight and it's moving?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, you can't see.
I can't see. Who is that, the dog?
Yeah.
Because he heard the squeak.
Not good.
And then you're going to put your mom's leg down on the ground and take your thumbs, and you know the space in between the fibula and the tibia? Oh, look at him. Oh my gosh. Look at his haircut
I mean, it's
around his face. It's so cute.
Mm-hmm. Okay, if you fall over.
That's okay. I'll get back up. Don't worry.
Okay.
And then you're going to push your thumbs or your fingers. I usually use my thumbs in between the fibula and the tibia. You know, that ridge? Because I bet you that's tight on her. Does it feel tight?
It feels a little crunchy.
Yeah. I had a feeling, Margaret, you'd be like this. A little crunchy.
Well, that's good that you figured that out.
Yeah.
So I could do that right from time to time during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like a massage.
Yeah, you can poke in there.
I have the ball, that little roll.
Yeah, I had it.
Yes.
You can do it anywhere.
Yes. Especially when you're tingly.
Okay.
And then feel up into your mom's IT band. So that would be, it comes down into like the fibula and runs up that way. Does it feel tight?
Yeah.
So a great way to release it is to get,
Like rock.
yeah, yeah, because your mom's propensity is to push out, right?
Uh-huh.
So I take both ends of it with my thumbs,
I made her cry.
Oh,
and it's,
I barely touched it.
And I can take, I can do it with pain.
Okay, remember right here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
yeah, to take either both thumbs and go that the furthest end of it, push in and push it together.
Voice.
Oh, and let's do this quick release first. Now that your mom's leg is straight,
Uh-huh.
grab her kneecap and kind of pull it towards you, and then ask your mom to tighten her quad.
So like with this.
Then take the other hand and use your fingers and go like this right here on the inside of her thigh. Yeah. This is a Don Lee trick. You get to, what is this called? Like Chinese something? What is
I
that?
don't know.
And now release, and now see if your mom's IT band is any looser.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like rock.
See? And then you can do the thumb thing. I kind of push in and then push it together, and I kind of keep moving my thumbs, like I go distal together, hold a little bit, and then I kind of keep moving my thumbs in to kind of get it to relax, kind of putting it on slack. But all that stuff being out on the outside will pull that tension there. Does it feel like it's relaxing a bit?
Yeah, I think so.
She's not crying anymore.
Crying still. She's silently crying.
Silently crying. Yeah.
That's where it,
It hurts mostly by the knee, huh?
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you should massage all the outside.
Yes.
But it just gets tight and keeps making it worse.
Yes. And then after you massage the outside at the end of the day, you should do the tracking exercise or the exercise with the ball that squeezes the inner part to get it to be more
Where I stand?
Yeah.
Oh, the wall? Okay.
You know the ball between the knees?
Uh-huh. Yes, yes.
So that you get the inside part of your body to react more. Then go face your mom, and you know her foot's out like so. You're facing it. You're gonna grab her foot and put your thumbs on that inside bone that's at the top of the ankle.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna get? And kind of push down, and you'll feel as you rock from side to side that maybe one side is a little tight. So go to the not tight side. Look at what I'm gonna get, Felicia. This will help.
Okay, hold on.
So it's this bone. See it right at the inside the foot at the bottom there?
Uh-huh.
That little triangular bone that's in between the tibia and the fibula?
Uh-huh.
That's what you're going to be pushing on. Does that help?
Yeah.
I'm like, I have anatomy stuff. And then you'll kind of push down and rock the foot a little from side to side. My guess is that your mom will be a little tight to the outside, so go to the inside and get it on slack. Kind of, you can feel into it and kind of set it, because that gets off when the fibula gets off and all the pressure goes out. And then walking becomes not good.
Yeah, I feel like her ankles are tight to be.
Yeah.
When I put her whole leg.
Yeah, that's not good. So getting the talus a little set, and if you need some help in between, you as you're facing her, you know, there's the bone on the outside of the foot. Put the crease of your thumb, like I'm facing your mom. Put the crease of your thumb on that bone and kind of push it down, and then ask Margaret, you're going to flex and point your foot.
There we go.
And then Felicia, you hold it. So that you hold, and you should feel as your mom's flexing and pointing, you sometimes feel that bone move.
Yeah.
And then now check her ankle and see if it's more open.
Yeah, I feel like it's tighter to the inside, honestly.
Oh, okay. So now what you're going to do is go back, poor thing, because you need a table. Go back to the outside of your mom and face me. Put your right hand on either side of her knee. And feel those bones. Put your left hand, I kind of used right here on my hand, on the top of the ankle, just above where the talus is, and push it down, and then modulate the two into the space where you feel it kind of open. And then after that, we'll do one more thing. Does that make sense? Like you can feel the whole tibia shift against the knee joint. Yeah. And oftentimes that loosens the inside of the ankle up.
Yeah.
Is it looser now?
I think so. It feels looser.
Good. Yeah, it probably is then. Yeah. So now you can lift the whole leg up and kind of grab the heel and put your other hand kind of on the knee, and I kind of just turn, you know, like as I kind of push a little bit in on the knee, I kind of turn the whole foot and ankle and find the area of least resistance and hold it there, kind of to reset it. She's straight.
So.
Yep. And then you can always grab the calf, and for your mom, you kind of, like facing her, would rotate the calf inward like that. And then take the knee out and in. And keep rotating those muscles so that like the calf's coming inside, because that's where it needs to go. How's that feel, Margaret?
Good.
Good. How's the arthritis feeling?
No pain compared to the other.
You just need to be there every day,
Oh,
Felicia.
Yeah, no. I think all normal people have painful IT.
Yeah. Most people do. It's because it's also very white muscle. It's not very red muscle. And then the last thing to do, Felicia, is to take your face me again. I know it's like you're like, why can't I? You're like, why can't I do all the things facing you at the same time? But there's kind of like a release order. Put your
It's my exercise for the day.
There you go. Put right under your mom's kneecap. Lift it up as you push her shin down, and really pull up on the, and that should feel. How's that feel, Margaret?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Feels good, right? Good stretch. Excellent. And then just for to see, check out your mom's quad, like right above the knee. Is she okay? You
Yeah,
okay,
she
Margaret?
was making this face, but she was locking it in her memory. That's what she was.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
I'll be sure to ask this because Felicia reminded me I can use the towel for that when I go, oh, okay, I remember that.
Yeah, remember that? And I'm recording today too, so I'll send it.
Yeah. So I'll do that.
Remember the towel?
and maybe Jennifer, to add more to all the work you do outside of work, maybe if you can write them down for her.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Like a to-do list every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. The main ones at least.
Yeah.
Because we did a lot. We did a lot of foot things and
Yeah.
like, anterior tibialis, like pulling the band opposite, because your mom's anterior tibialis is a little weak.
Yeah.
Check out her quad right above the knee. Stick your thumbs in there. Does it feel tight? No? Pretty good?
I think so.
That's good. How is the other knee, Margaret? Should we do the same to the other side?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because I think just with this pain, whatever, it's not the same kind of discomfort.
Yeah.
But, like when you have the arthritis, it's just something there.
Yeah. So the first thing we did is we started with the apple. Did Otto take it?
No.
Oh,
It got squished.
It got squished.
I feel like Eddie gave him one. I feel like Eddie gave him one. But I thought I had it.
And then you're going to put the knee above your shoulder. I can't lay on a ball in my house without a little bulldog trying to get it out from under me. Push down in little circles.
See, if I didn't have black pants, I could go with it.
Have you seen Lola?
Yes.
Is she still adorable?
Yeah.
And then going the other way.
They're all crazy. They have 3 different colored chows.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
They're the Chow family.
They all have different personalities.
Oh, I bet. And then, Felicia, you're going to take the ball out. And you're going to do the thumb on the edge of the fibula, pushing towards the ankle, and the right thumb at the top of the fibula ankle, the outside ankle bone, pushing down to the floor. Rogue had it, yeah, that way. Push towards, the fibula towards the foot, and then the outside ankle bone down towards the floor. So what color do they come in? They come in like that tan color, a black color, and the blue, right?
So there's a cream. So one is like kind of beige, light, and then the red one, which is that like tan.
Yeah.
And
then the blue. Nice. Then you're gonna put the leg down and do the thumbs in between the fibula and tibula. Is it as tight as the other one?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
See, you
You have to use the rolly thing.
Uh-huh. I didn't know that was right.
You could use it everywhere, Margaret.
Yeah, really, anywhere.
Anywhere.
Because I'm rolling it there and go, I don't know if I can do this area, but I'm doing it there anyway. Because the calves got tight.
I bet.
And then I started doing that again, and they're not tight as tight right now.
Yeah. Did you stretch after mowing the lawn?
No, I sat down.
And then
and drank a bottle of water.
Very good. It's probably.
Oh, that's the other thing that they told me I needed to hydrate and hydrate and hydrate. So I've really been doing that.
Good for you. Yes, you have to stay up on the hydration. Especially, it's probably pretty humid there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Yeah. So then, Felicia, we're going to check her IT band. Let's do the kneecap Chinese banging the inside of the thigh release first. Tighten. You're my first student, Felicia. Not only do you have the most sessions at BodyWise, but you're the first on, like, of all the other stuff I do, student.
The secret Chinese medicine.
Secret Chinese medicine, yeah. Wait till we tell Joyce Marie that. Then you're going to do the thumb on the distal part of the IT band in and kind of work your way in. Hopefully it won't be as bad as the other side.
Yeah.
Is it as tight?
No.
Yeah, the left leg is the one that really... I'm glad, Margaret, you're doing your hip exercises at least. You know, to keep the abductors strong on that left hip.
Does this hurt? No?
No, not like this was just imbalance.
Yeah. Definitely roll your left IT band.
In there? In that area?
Yeah, just the side of, the side of.
Yeah, because I've been doing that in the back.
Then we're going to release the talus. Thumbs down and the little squiggle. You know, the one in here, my little anatomy.
The foot.
The front of the foot there. Is that ankle is stiff?
Yeah, I feel like her feet don't go in.
Yeah. Well, that's because the outside is so tight, it probably restricts it. You know, if all the muscles out by the fibula and even though the IT band attaches just below the knee, there's still this kind of general fascial pull so that the internal motion there gets restricted. Have you been doing your toe dragging walking?
No, I won't lie, no.
We'll have to write. We're gonna have this huge
A report card.
Yeah.
What I do try to do is like when I go into the kitchen, you know how tiles in there?
Yeah.
Try to walk straight, you know, with the top following the tiles.
Nice. There you go. That
I will do from time to time.
That's good.
But I could add the dragging at that time.
Yeah, because Margaret, Felicia's going to watch you walk the whole rest of the time she's there. I bet you she walks slightly turned out and not articulating through her feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. Sometimes I don't even have to watch somebody. You can just tell.
But are the legs at least straighter than what they were?
Oh, I haven't really noticed. Okay.
And then you could do the left thumb on the outside ankle bone and just push it and hold it down. And Margaret, you're going to flex and point your foot.
Mm-hmm.
Larry says hi. He goes, "Where's yeah, that foot
is better."
Yeah, yeah. That
I feel like the other foot, she was pointing and flexing her toes more than her actual ankle
because the ankle was so stuck.
And this one's moving more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "Where's Felicia?" And then I said, "She's at home in San Antonio." And he goes, "That's a great city. I guess he's worked there or something." He kept bragging about it.
Oh, you should ask him about the symphony in San Antonio. They had this huge fiasco and disbanded because they were having a fight between I don't know who and I don't know who. I don't think there's a symphony anymore here because there was a whole bunch of controversy.
I'll ask him if he's heard of anything.
Because I think the musician, I don't know if the city didn't want to support them with funding, so the musicians were performing independently, still together, but independently at some church or something. And then I don't know if the city was fighting against them because they said they couldn't do that. And yeah, it was a huge thing. Yeah. He's a conductor. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a small world, that conducting world. So now you are going to pick the let's do exactly what we did, where you grab that either end of the knee, facing your mom's leg, so back to me, and put the inside of your index finger on the front of the tibia, pushing it down, and then kind of rotate each one until you find the easement and kind of hold it there. How does that one feel?
I'd say about the same, maybe.
Yeah. It's good you're there, Felicia, because at the end I'm going to have you do how I take your femur standing and push your hips forward, and so that, Margaret, you can feel how to, because I feel like standing, the thighs are forward in her body. You know what I mean? So now we're going to do grab the whole foot and hold the leg up and kind of twist the foot against the knee and feel that. And go in and like kind of go in and out and just kind of like feel, not go in and out, just rotate against it and feel the easement and then hold it in the easement. Use your words, not in and out. Probably my guess is that the outside is tight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you can do the grab the calf and rotate it so that the calf comes inward and go in and out. Because that's where we want those calves to go.
Relax, really.
How you feeling, Margaret?
Pretty good.
Good.
Felicia has to stay here longer.
All the time?
Or I have to go over there, either one.
Either one. I get it, though. It's hard with the animals. And now you both have animals.
Yeah. See, that's what I told her. I said, if I didn't have my pets, I would be going over there a little bit more.
Yeah.
And especially with Odie now with all his problems, you know, so.
Oh, yes.
Jennifer knows all about it.
I'm housebound.
Yeah.
My first patient every day is Jackson with about 14 tuning forks. And body, body work and acupressure points.
And he's a big Doberman.
Yeah. He gets his new harness today. And I've been using stuff on his tumor thing, and I think it's getting smaller.
Really?
Now that we kind of know at least somewhat what it is.
Did they biopsy it or anything yet?
This week we should have results.
Oh, okay.
But Dr. Gray's confused because she's like, if it's cancer, it shouldn't have fluid. And even the most tumory, like, looking one had some fluid out of it. So she's like... And she looked under the microscope and she's like, it doesn't call some, you know, like usually you can look under the microscope and be like, okay, this is definitely a cancer.
Yeah.
So now you're going to do the knee stretch one. So you're going to face the leg, put your left forearm under the knee and pull it up and then grab the top of the ankle and push it down as you pull up. That's the towel move, Margaret.
Yes, okay, I know. To keep before I have to tell you. Sit there and do it there.
And he's also the last patient before I go to bed. Very good. How's that feel, Margaret? Better?
I really do feel a lot better.
Good. So, a couple of things, Felicia, since you're there, is while your mom's laying there. Yes, Margaret, have your feet like that with the knees bent and the feet flat. I want you to cue your mom to use her psoas to lift a leg at a time into tabletop.
Okay.
So that the quad, and like how I explain it too is like the femur head is on a conveyor belt. So if the leg is angled like this, as the leg comes up, the conveyor belt goes down and under to pull it up. Does that make sense? Like that. So like imagine that, Margaret, and Felicia, push your fingers in her into psoas and cue that muscle. And don't use your thigh, Margaret. Use that muscle where Felicia's pushing to lift your leg. How's she doing, Felicia?
I think it's working.
Okay.
Yeah.
And down. Do you feel that, Margaret?
So you shouldn't use these. Don't use this muscle at all. We'll just use this one.
And this should happen eventually at when you're walking. You should be walking using that muscle up where Felicia's hand is.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we'll add this to the list, which I think we have done in one of the previous. Good. Yep. I can tell by the movement quality that now, Margaret, you're going good. It's funny, even through Zoom, I can see the smoothness or not of the leg. Good. Let's do the other leg, because the other leg is the worst one. Poor Felicia. It's like it's like childhood days, crawling around on the floor.
Right. Yeah.
Is Abel properly taking care of the cats?
Supposedly, he's taking one of the cats. He
Tricks.
keeps telling me he lost Luffy. Yeah. I needed proof of life yesterday.
Uh-huh. Did you have her go, hello?
Yeah. Is that
It's a moth.
where is it? Flying around. Oh, it's on the TV.
Don't you guys have big bugs down there? Big Texas big bugs? Yeah.
Especially after it's been raining so much.
Yeah.
Yes. And it doesn't matter what part of town you live.
Well, yesterday there were so many gnats on mountain biking, and I was like they were inside my glasses. And I couldn't always stop because I was on a ledge, so you can't Then I'm like, what's fussing with my head? And I took my helmet off, and there was a ladybug in my helmet.
Oh my gosh.
One more. Very good. Yeah. So that muscle, Margaret, that when you walk, that's your walking muscle or lifting your leg muscle. And that way you'll help take the burden off your knees. So now, Margaret, we're going to have you rise up and stand.
But they're redoing the floor in the bedroom finally, I think, at some point.
Oh,
they pulled up
good.
all of the carpet.
Wow.
They should go in tomorrow to put the floor in.
Nice. So Abel has to manage that and the cats. Wow.
Yeah, so we moved most of the furniture out while I was there, but left the bed for him to figure out. So I don't know if he was able to figure it out.
That's a pretty big bed.
Yeah.
So I can tell a little bit, like, see how your mom's femurs are a little bit forward in the hip?
Oh, uh-huh.
So stand to the side of her and put your left hand on the top part of the front of her left thigh, and then take your right hand, like, and you're gonna I'm gonna kneel so you can see me. You're gonna like really push your hand in there, and then you're gonna take the palm of your right hand and kind of go up against her pelvis and push it forward as you push the femur back. Do you feel it slide?
It didn't feel like it stuck, so yeah.
Okay, good. So do you feel that difference, Margaret?
No, I don't think I do.
Let it go back, Felicia. Yeah.
What kind of feel? Like you're just a little different along.
Yeah, like in the hip joint in the pelvis. Do you feel that difference?
Yes.
So that is how you're gonna want to be like it's huge flexibility. I just saw like
So,
yeah, so do the other side. So that's how your posture should be. Yeah, there you go, Felicia. Put some grit into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that look good?
Yeah. Do you feel that, Margaret?
okay, yes.
It's subtle, but
yes.
it's placing you to help take the strain off the knees. You should feel like your pelvis is up and forward on its own, and the femur is back and up inside the joint, so that you're more hovering, and that should place the weight on your feet on your arches. Is that...
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like normally the weight is more on your heels?
Yeah, like this would be my natural
Yeah.
thing. Yes, and then like
Yeah.
that, yes.
Yeah.
Or
There you
Yes.
go. So that's your new permanent posture. And you should feel your weight more on your arches.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, like the knees are the front of it all, right? Because it's like you have the blocks stacked, and if they're all straight, then everything's,
It's going.
spread out. But
Yeah.
if everything's or if the knees in the middle, then
And you can
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
Margaret, I can see you get taller and then you shrink.
Exactly. No, you
Yeah.
can feel, it feels different because if I just go natural, yes, I can feel it coming
Down.
down, like down.
Yeah.
If I go like that, like
Yeah.
you said, and it's funny because you do feel the difference in the feet.
Yeah. And your knees now should not be bearing more of the burden of your body weight. They should just be kind of floating in between.
To walk like this.
You have to walk like that.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you have, because in order to help you feel this way, Margaret, there's, your pelvic floor muscles, right? Like there's the sit bone muscles, and then there's like a doming feeling, right? And so you probably find when you stand a little like that you feel a little lighter in your pelvis. What type of balls do you have, Felicia? You got the apple? Do you have anything a little bigger? Oh, that's too big, I think. I was going to have your mom do the pelvic floor sit. You know how you sit?
No, the other one. I'll just get one. It has to be in between.
the pelvic floor sit. Okay,
You know
what
how
is it?
I usually use, hold on, coming. I have these 2-pound weights.
Oh, those ones.
And it's to help with that floaty feeling. So I know sitting cross-legged may be hard, but you could sit like on something relatively hard with the legs open and like something supporting the feet. Like maybe a dining room chair, but get the feet up a bit.
Okay.
And then you would take the ball. This is the fun part, Margaret. And you sit on the ball.
On your
All the way in the middle of your parts. Way south.
You just sit right on it.
You sit right on it.
Okay.
Because what will happen is it will help you develop the muscles and teach your brain how to talk to those muscles, that when you take it out, you feel a huge doming in the pelvis. And then if you were to stand right after that, it would help you be in that forward place of standing.
So they sit on the dining room chair.
Yeah,
so
'cause
your
it's
legs
hard.
are-
And like get
then-
your legs up on something so that your knees are a little higher than your hips. And supported, because you don't want all the weight on this.
Okay.
But it's to, your pelvic floor is weak. So this way it gets the pelvic floor and the pelvis up, and like, you know how we just did the postural thing, up and over the thighs. so that the knees, because I have a feeling like the pelvis goes down and then the knees get, you're flexible, so like they get locked in that state. So that when you stand, the way Felicia kind of pushed your thighs, did you feel like your knees weren't locked bent? Yeah. Whereas when you go into
you could feel a less stress on them.
Yeah. And so when you stand in your normal posture, you probably feel your knees lock.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got to get you. I'm glad you're there. This is the next step we were working on, and with you there, it's hard for me this one through Zoom to be like push that way, but yeah, a little ball to sit on or something just gives the tactile feeling of that pelvic floor lift. You could probably even like take a towel and like
roll
it up, probably, because it doesn't have to be super hard. Just to get the feeling. You did birth 3 children, so your pelvic floor has been compromised.
Just stopped after 2.
Yeah,
we all agree.
We hear about the last one.
Yes. I was telling them, and I did raise you all the same, but Felicia pointed something else out. So
they've done studies. No child lives with the same family.
True. Yeah, they're all unique. I can vouch for the same because I don't know what happened to my brother. We were both raised with the same.
Like Gail says, right?
Yeah. Same morals and ethics and values and everything, and I think he hit his head somehow, somewhere. He did something bad. So, yeah, you can never parents are a part of it, but they're not the whole thing. There's a whole little spirit in there that is unique unto itself. Yeah, and I think somebody said to me once, like, the first baby always sleeps well and is like a little angel, and then you're like, oh, let's have another one, and then it's the other one who's like crying at night, and you're like, what were we thinking? And it's like God's evil way of like getting you sucked in. We'll make the first one really easy, and the parents will be like, this is great.
Well, and for me, it was almost like having two first children, because there's an 8-year
gap.
So
that's should have stopped. Yeah, that's between me and my brother too. We're 8.5 years. He's older. Yeah. So it is like having 2, because when they're 8, they're kind of like their own little people, and you don't have 2 babies. So, do you guys have to run or?
Probably. It's 11:57.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry about the kerfuffle. That was horrible.
Oh no,
My
that's
bad.
fine.
So I'll send you the recording, and we'll definitely do it again. And Felicia, I'll put a list together.
Yeah, and maybe if you want to, so you don't do it after hours, we can work on that next week when I'm in.
Yeah.
If you want
or
like that.
I don't mind doing it because I have it all in my head. It may be a list that gets added to sporadically because I'll be like, oh yeah, this one.
Yeah.
But I'll do all the major ones that are hugely important.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes, though, I'll have to think of names in them. Like, I made up one specifically that the band was on the knee and we turned the leg. Remember that? That's the one you're doing, though, right? So,
yes,
okay, you know
yes.
it. Good. Okay,
that
good.
one.
Yeah, because that's your own exercise.
Doesn't have a name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called the Margaret. So, yeah, we definitely could do it. Yeah, it's good. We got to keep you going, and we get the tingly stuff out of the way. And yeah, hopefully they'll figure it out. If it is that, there are some great like herbal mineral stuff to take that helps with all that stuff.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, like nattokinase is one of them. If you want to look it up, have you heard of that? Nattokinase. It's good for like inflammatory nerve things and circulation, and it's natural.
And it's probably part of that rheumatoid arthritis also, connected to that. I would think.
Right.
It's so interesting.
It's
It's made from fermentation by adding the bacterium something or other, which also produces an enzyme to boiled soybean.
Yep.
You should probably just eat the food Abel cooks for you.
Yeah.
You just start using the fermented soybean paste.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Okay,
it is good. It's good for
They have a dietary supplement.
Oh, okay.
It has fibrinolytic activity and works by an activating plasmogen activator inhibitor. You need to take it orally. But it deals with like that inflammatory stuff. I don't know if Felicia could, look at it more. Little Tommy's on it. He's the one who told me about it. He found it. And it's in the post-COVID protocol for injuries.
Okay.
Yeah, nattokinase. A lot of the doctors are using it. So maybe ask your doctor once they figure out what it is. Because you can buy it like a supplement if Abel's not there to cook. Yeah. So it's natural. I mean, it is, they make it, but it's from all soy and it's fermented. Yeah. Yeah.
Asian at this time, Oriental.
Yeah. So I've heard that to be helpful, and I'm always a proponent of the more natural things you can get, the better. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, thank you.
Well, that was fun. Have a good lunch.
Okay.
And I'll see you again next time.
Yes.
You let me know if you want to do it. You guys talk when Felicia's not there.
Well, I feel like maybe you guys should do one when I'm not here, and then I'm back. So either next week or the week after, and then I'm back.
Okay. We'll chat, Margaret.
There's 2 weeks, and then 1 week later, so like that. There's too close with her doing this type of thing.
Yeah.
So then the week of the 5th. Jennifer.
Okay. I'm putting it in my I'm making you small.
And then I'd come back over here on the 8th. So then I'll be here the following Monday.
Okay, so we'll do the week of June 5th, and then you're there on the 8th, that Thursday?
Yeah, through the 14th.
Okay. So we should do it maybe like the week of the 5th or the end of next week.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So Margaret, I'll be in touch with you and we'll make a time. And I'm gonna.
And most of the time, whatever time, unless I'm gonna have a doctor's appointment, but I don't have any till June. So
okay, you're
I
free.
should be fine, with whatever time you is good for you.
Okay, awesome. Okay.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna make a note of it. Have a good lunch, and I hope your legs feel better.
Well, they feel better right now already. So they always do, after we do a session.
Yeah.
I told her that's why she has to keep doing them, so you build off of it.
Yes. And Felicia, good hands. Good hands. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.